G'day guys and welcome back to Dead Boy Detectives. This is episode 7. Previously on, we had, I've already forgotten the name of it, to be honest. It was the tree mushroom thing. Teeth Face, that's what its name was. Teeth Face. We know Esther, the witch, is stuck in another dimension, but she'll probably come back soon. The night nurse is alive, and she's discovering that something is wrong with hell. Edwin's being taken by a giant spider thing back to hell, I think. And yeah, that about sums up last episode. Before we get to episode 7 though, just read out some comments that I got from the last video. And we'll start with Giovannic, who says, excited for the next video. Episode 7 is phenomenal. And a couple all seem to agree. Draymond Ekiel and Stephen Jump. But it's been mentioned a couple of times that episode 7 is the good one, so hopefully y'all haven't hyped it up too much, and we're gonna find out soon enough. And we've got Bingley Austin, who says, thank you, the sound in the cliffs was much better in this one. Poor Monty. I think the ring was simply Kashi's reminder to the night nurse that there can be more than one way to reach your goal. I have an idea about what brought the monster that kidnapped Edwin in light of events in episode 7. Is PIV4 just a random code for the afterlife where Edwin would have ended up if he hadn't been sacrificed? No idea. I have no idea what PIV4 is. I'm sure we're going to find out if it's actually important to the story at all. Either this episode or the next one. But, yeah, I don't know about the ring. You could be right about that one. Being a reminder. Yeah. Yeah. Draymond Ekiel says, next episode is so good. Edwin getting snatched by the demon from hell happened so fast I had to process. Yeah, that happened in like 3 seconds. I think I looked away from the monitor and it was happening. Yeah, as far as like the sound goes, I'm actually surprised that it actually worked out so well last episode, because that whole thing was cursed. I started recording and then I got a call from just a family chat in Facebook Messenger. And so I had to stop recording with that, but I was using 2 different softwares to record. I've now gone back to 1. But, you know, I was using OBS and just like my camera app. But for whatever reason, I can no longer pause my recordings on OBS. I need to still figure that one out. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I can't pause it. I can pause the camera app, but not the reference footage. So it took me a good 4.5 hours to edit episode 6. That was a long day. Just constantly mixing and matching, syncing up, and because it was that, and then it was the camera app would like drop out every now and then, so I had to like re-record, and then I'd have to put the reference footage back a little bit, so I had to constantly sync up, and the whole thing was a nightmare. Like, that whole thing was cursed. I'm glad it worked out well. Hopefully I stick with the sound on this one. I haven't changed any settings, so it should be fine. But only one way to tell. I'll double check what I did in my edits for last video, just so I can sort of keep that consistency. But thank you all for the comments, and this is the penultimate episode of season 1. Hopefully there's a season 2. But yeah, this is episode 7, so let's get to it. That was the bracelet he had on
things didn't work out with your little stuffy ghost
Edwin?
boyfriend.
What do you want?
But I guess
Esther?
being dragged to
I'm
hell kind of
terrifically
cancels that
busy
out,
with
huh?
my own week.
How about I take out my pent-up aggression on you?
Newsflash, wrinkles. I'm not a common being. Magic doesn't work on me.
Yeah, we know, but there's more than one way to skin a cat.
I hate that joke.
You're just gonna beat the man? Cat? Now, I assume he's not dead. Yeah. It's just the body he's in. Huh.
That was my third life, you bitch.
Oh, it's got 9 lives.
Would you fuck off? Who's that?
Edwin.
What do you want?
So is Charles dead right now? No?
You can see me.
No, he's still alive. Okay.
I thought perhaps this lantern would help. You can simply extinguish it if any of those boys come up here.
You saw them?
I did. I went to school here a long time ago. We had bullets.
Things haven't changed much.
Rest assured. I shan't hurt you.
I'm freezing. I've never been this cold in my life.
But he nearly died. Interesting.
Letting that kick.
This is interesting. I thought they found each other like after they'd both died.
Carados the blind detective was just becoming quite popular in my day.
Okay, so now he's dead. Too cold?
When you could see me, I knew it was too late. But I simply... I did not want to scare you.
Good man, Edwin.
What if I stay here for a bit with you instead?
Then you will always be running from her. Also, I'm not good with other people. And I only just came back to this school after escaping hell, so...
No, he
I'm
literally
out of
just
practice,
escaped
to be
from hell?
frank.
Damn.
So when the blue light comes, you stay, and I go.
Well, I'm aces with other people. Pretty chuffed you got out of hell, mate. That sounds hard. Nice job.
That is not how you make decisions. Just based on whatever you happen to be feeling in the moment.
That's how I live my life.
That's how most people do.
Doesn't seem all that different now. Looks like you're stuck with me.
So it's bad boys for life, huh?
Worry about yourself. This doorway will not stay open forever.
What the hell? That was a switch. No, not creepy dolls.
Hey, you alright? Oh, I didn't mean to startle you.
Ah, that's,
You've
what's her
seen
name?
this teenage boy going around.
The librarian. Maxine?
Do you know why I'm here?
No! Sorry! No, I don't.
Please, no, please, come back. Why am I here?
Because you a psycho bitch. You should just keep walking. Not seeing his reflection. I mean, he's seeing his reflection for the first time in a while. That's terrifying. The best cupcakes. Gluttony. Okay, so the layers are just like the 7 deadly sins.
Edwin?
Simon.
Is that one of the guys that
Another trick.
sacrificed him?
You have to stop that.
I can't. It's alright.
The headmaster said I could leave once I finished tearing up the pages.
It's never gonna stop. That's your punishment.
Can you please be quiet? Why are you here?
You're here. I'm everywhere.
Who are you?
You're in my realm now where I see it all. But can't you just taste it? I am despair.
Despair.
And you do not belong here.
Simon, I didn't come here to gloat. I would never. You do know that.
He wasn't gloating, he was just angry. Just angry that he got off light. Compared to him.
You look very smart in that cap. But when I tried to tell you, you just walked away. You never spoke to me. I got so embarrassed thinking that we were the same.
You are. Edwin just didn't know it.
Simon, I was nervous. Come with me.
Best of luck.
He's gonna get buried under all those pages. Is he still gonna keep going or what? It's unfortunate because he did repent. There we go. He's in heaven.
David! What the fuck?
Holy shit, Jenny. You shouldn't be here.
No, you shouldn't be here. Crystal, I care about you. About your safety. In this example of the death of small-town America,
So Jenny does
is the
care.
exact wrong place to be meeting up with an abusive, probably dangerous ex.
You don't scare me anymore.
Hey, give her some space, kid.
Jenny, I got this.
Please.
People who care about you, huh?
Oh man. Not Jenny. Like I didn't see that one coming. She's not alone in there.
I can't open a door to hell, you stupid bitch! Don't you think if I could go back, I would've? You know, it's nice to see you back to your old self.
So demons can't open the door to hell, or maybe it's just him.
Taste in your mouth you get when you cause someone a lot of pain, but I'm sorry, you probably don't even remember that.
You can't help me get to hell, but at least we can maybe fix one thing. No more holding my stolen memories over my head.
Excellent. So that's going to be dealt with. Gross.
I don't have to kill you, David.
Just trap him somewhere.
I can just bury you. And I think I know the perfect place.
Yep. Just buried deep, huh?
Okay. Hello? Where am I?
It's the actual David.
I fucking deserve this.
Meg, I'm done stealing children under the cloak of night. I want to take them in broad daylight whenever I want. Is that too much?
Yeah, a little
I
bit.
just can't help you. I won't.
What the fuck are these things? That's what everyone's running from?
Charles? Is that you?
Mate, I have...
Son of a bitch! It's a damn spider thing. Oh, man. Oh, what the hell is going on, man? Now, is this the real Edwin? What happened to the blood all over his face?
Charles, what are you doing here? I'm here to rescue you. Someone's got to do it. Where'd all the blood go, mate?
Yeah.
That was the last me.
The last me? How many times has he died, bro? This is his punishment? Jeez. Yeah, what the fuck?
It is awful. We have to be quiet.
He wouldn't have left the lamp behind. Gluttony.
Where did they all come from? Come on.
That's a nasty punishment. Is this lust?
None of this absolute horror was here before, mate. You have to experience hell before you can see what's really here.
Yeah. I love how the blood's running up the walls there. These people are just
There's nothing we can do for them.
stuck,
And what about the bell?
waiting to like check in. And that's why the instructor said, "Don't ring the bell."
Wait, Charles. Charles, I've been hiding some things from you. And since I might not get the chance to say them again,
You can say whatever it is you want to say to me if we keep moving, please.
I love you.
He's finally like admitted it.
Love you too. Can we go?
As more than a friend, I'm afraid. I just need you to know.
May not get another chance.
And we've got literally forever to figure out what the rest means. As long as we get out of here, okay?
Well, at least it's out in the open. Yep. Poor Maxine. Did she get pushed off the ledge?
If we're all done, a deal's a deal. Now, off you both pop to the Lost and Found for processing, and we'll sort this whole mess out. If you want to say your goodbyes, I'll give you 30 seconds or so. I'm not unreasonable.
Charles? What does she mean by a deal's a deal?
It's the only way she'd open the door.
Let me get to hell, mate. I'm sorry. I figured we'd have time to make a plan on the way up, but...
But how do you plan for a giant spider made out of baby doll head?
Exactly. You can never.
According to page 179, subsection 14, paragraph 2, there's a clause in place that states that if the spirits to be collected are on Earth after traveling to another plane, you have to file something called a Schedule LS53-9 to remove said spirits from the mortal plane for a second time.
God, more paperwork?
Doesn't going to hell count as another plane? And now don't you need to file that form before you can remove them?
It's in the rule book.
I will have to take this up with my superior.
Yeah. Don't go against the order.
Honestly, this is what I get for being helpful?
This is what I get for being receptive.
It buys them some time, but... Money's still hanging around, huh? Don't tell me that she fed the walrus guy to the snake. Hopefully she's not in any trouble. What happened was kind of out of her control. Yeah, ate him. What the hell would it taste like? I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Alright, I mean, that was a great episode, man. I've got like 3 pages worth of notes. Where do we even begin? Alright, let's just start with Crystal, I guess. She's got her memories back. She's buried her demon deep within her mind, so that's probably going to come back and bite her in the ass at some point. Jenny was possessed. I don't know if that counts as a near-death experience. I don't know if she'll be able to see the boys. I hope so. I want her to be included more. She doesn't have to be, but I'd like her to be. Yeah, Esther is back in our dimension. That didn't last long, and she's building a contraption that will turn Edwin's pain and agony into some form of energy that she's going to use to get more power to, I don't know, take over the town, I guess. And then kidnap children in daylight whenever she wants to feed her snake. Yeah, she wants to be a god or something, yeah? Yeah, Edwin met Charles just as he was kind of dying, I guess. Like, must have just come out of the water, died by hypothermia, I guess. And just being too cold. And that's how they became best friends. You know, Charles decided to stick around with Edwin instead of passing on. They're bad boys for life is what I got down. Let's see. You know, this episode was called, what? The Case of the Very Long Stairway. I was originally thinking, like, the first thing that popped into my head was, like, you know, Super Mario 64, when you try to reach Bowser's level too early, you just keep going up the endless staircase. I was thinking it was going to be something like that, but the staircase didn't really have much to do with anything. There was just, I assume, 7 layers of hell, as in, like, every floor or layer is just one of the 7 deadly sins. We saw gluttony, and I think we saw lust. I don't know. That was where everyone was covered in blood, and they were all writhing around. We saw, what was his name? Simon, who's one of the boys that sacrificed Edwin to the demon. His punishment was just to tear out the pages of a single book until he was finished. But then whenever he got like close to finishing, despair would probably pull on that thread, put the pages back, and he'd have to start all over again, if that's what she was doing. But either way, that was his punishment. Edwin was at first mad, because he got off kind of easy compared to what Edwin had to deal with. But all in all, Simon repented. Just turns out he had feelings for Edwin, and was just upset that Edwin just wasn't talking to him and all that, and just kind of went along with the rest of the boys. But he repented. He's now in heaven, so good for Simon. They have left the lamp behind. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not really sure what the lamp did other than light the way, but it seemed to do something. I'm just not sure what it was. And my other note here is that you have to experience hell before you can really see what's there. So when Charles was going in, you couldn't see anybody. Like, it just seemed real empty. And then he was in hell. And then when they were going back out, you saw everybody just being tortured, which was a very interesting fact. I figured they'd all just be there from the beginning. I feel sorry for those people that were sort of in that entrance bit. No, trying to, like, I don't know what you'd call, like, check into hell or something. But they're all just kind of stuck there. I don't know if they're moving like impossibly slow or they're just literally stuck there. I don't know. I just know that ringing the bell hurts them, and that's exactly what Charles did. He didn't read Edwin's notes. The note said, "Don't ring the bell." What else? Edwin doesn't have his bracelet, which means they can finally leave the town and go back to London. And Edwin has finally admitted his feelings to Charles. Charles doesn't seem to feel the same way, but as Charles said, they have basically forever to figure things out. Before we get to that, Maxine, the crazy psycho stalker bitch, was on the staircase. She was freaking out, not sure why she was there. And then I assume she was either like torn apart or at least pushed off the staircase by the giant spider thing at the end there. I didn't see it. I don't know whether we actually saw it. I don't think I was looking at the time. Whether she fell off or not, I don't know. Let's see. What else have I got? We got I assume that the walrus guy was fed to the snake. I think that's kind of what the implication may have been, but I'm not entirely sure. And the boys have some time. I do hope the night nurse isn't in any trouble. Like I said at the end there, everything that happened to her was kind of out of her control as soon as she got there. Like, Charles hit her a few times, knocked her into a fish. She made a deal with them to get them to hell because she needs Edwin anyway. Opened the door to hell, comes back, but now she's got to fill out another form. So hopefully there's not any trouble there. And yeah, my only other question is, what the hell do memories taste like? Because you got to eat those big old balls. Who knows? Was it the hype that everybody seemed to think it was? This was pretty much everyone's favorite episode. It was a great episode. I think I've said it before, but it's like every episode just keeps getting better, kind of keeps getting a little crazier as things go on. But I certainly very much enjoyed it. I don't think there was anything too deep going on, no mixed messages you got to figure out. Unless I'm missing something. Everything was fairly straightforward. It was great. Would I consider it to be like my favorite episode? I think the Lighthouse Leapers is probably my favorite so far. Or maybe, no, maybe the Devlin House with that sort of death loop. I think that may have been my favorite. This is a close second, I think. Everyone's got their favorites. Let me know what you all thought about the episode. I know everyone was kind of waiting for the reaction, so let me know what you all thought. And that's it for this week, guys. Join me next week for the season finale. And as usual, if you all enjoy this reaction and want to see more, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, join me next time. I'll see you there.